Hello, I'm Lelda Smits for the Capital Network. Joining me here at Sydney's award-winning cocktail Voodoo Bar, Papagetti's, is Steve Keen, author and Professor of Economics at Kingston University. Steve, welcome back to Sydney.
Lovely to be here.
Now, Steve, 2016 will be known as the year that the forecasters and the crystal ball gazers really got it ridiculously wrong. We ended up with Brexit, we ended up with Trump. Now, in 2017, let's forget about why it happened and instead look at what this really means for our global economy. Starting with the basics, how do governments and money work?
This at the moment is the economy. Now, what I'm looking at, I'm not looking at the goods and services produced in the economy like all the stuff behind us here at the bar. I'm looking at money. How does money turn up in the economy? What most people think is the government makes the money. So they think the government just pours a certain amount of money in, and if the government pours in too much, and here we have a little, there we go, it's going the opposite
And
direction.
I'm sure the government has a much easier
system than that, okay?
tap than this, one that goes far more than a few drops.
Yeah, okay.
But it's dropping
But
away
that's actually a bit like what governments are doing right now, because they think they simply can't put too much money in there, otherwise they'll run out.
And what do we have on the other side
Don't
Don't worry, I'm holding on to the government here. It's tipping
dribbling
along.
in at a very slow pace.
Yeah, and over here, what's this?
But here you have the banks.
A skeleton's arm.
Now, well, the banks were quite happy to give you money as well, but there's a condition. They'll only give you money over here if they also pour an equivalent amount of stuff over here. We have money coming in through here, and we have debt. Exactly the same amount of debt as money is stored by the banks, and then you owe them what's turned up over here. So we have a dribble of money coming in from the government. Most of the money in the economy is actually created by the banks. And what the banks do when they lend you money, which is what's happening over here, and now you're having a pile up of debt over here, hence the dead hand.
Sure
So
thing.
governments create by spending, banks create by creating debt.
Well, I think we've got to turn these taps on before this debt explodes.
That's the trouble, we haven't. Okay, because the government has decided in its own infinitely low level of wisdom, and this is where the politicians come in. They might call the politicians over here,
Right.
a bit of a dead skull. They believe the government can run out of money.
Okay.
Now, in fact, what the government has at the same time is called a central bank. The central bank has a limitless capacity to add money up there. So there actually is no possibility of the government running out of money. But that's the belief that we have. So they say we're going to run out of money, and if you say, what they say instead is we have to tax you. Okay, we're going to run out of money. If we don't tax, we won't have any money to spend.
So, Steve, these are really the fundamentals
Yeah.
here of government, bank, debt,